Hi, folks. How are you? Hopefully, you're having a great Monday. Just going to try to find my live here. Let's see, my live. You know, sometimes this thing has messed up. There we go. I am live. Hello, if I'm new to you, my name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions Pack, and a proud member of the Crafty Bunch. What does all that mean? It just means I love sharing my love of art with you. And so this is 20 minutes of paint with me. And what is that? It's based on the rule of 100, which says if you do something for 18 minutes a day for 100 hours, you will be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say if we do something for 20 minutes, because we do this Monday through Friday at noon, that will be 95% better than when we started. And so that is all I care about. I'm going to do a little sprinkling of the love. I would appreciate if you do a little sprinkling of the love also. And then we will get started. We have been working on, sorry, I've got to find, I wish they would just come up in the order that you always post to, but no, they don't make it simple for us. They could, but they don't. We've been working on this sample, which is here's our piece that we've been doing. We're going to be taking a little bit from different ones. But anyway, hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. But we've been working on this. This is day 54. You do not have to go back and watch them all, but I would love if you did. If you're just new to me and you like and follow, that would be awesome. I am going to get us turned down. All right, we're going to set the timer and we're going to get started. I do have to do one thing though, because I did not do that. I missed the trash can. Of course I did. Of course I missed the trash can. Whoops. We'll just set that right there and use that later. Hey, Dee. How's everyone's Monday? Hopefully y'all are having an awesome Monday. And so we've been working on this. Here's our two samples. We've been using a little bit from both to create this. And we're just going to keep on. So I am live with y'all today. Tomorrow I will be faux live, but I will be live. We will be painting for 20 minutes. And we probably will finish this up today, tomorrow. I don't know when, but sometime in that time frame. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn us down and get us started. I'm going to go back to that green. Thank you for sprinkling the love. That is super important to us. And I say us, meaning like any creative out here sharing our love of art with you or our love of anything with you. It is super important. All right. So I'm going to get down a few colors. I want some, oh, there it is. I'm like, I know I had brown out here. So I will be live later today again in the Crafty Bunch. I will be live. There's an event starting at 1 Eastern, 12 Central. And it is going to be a fun event where we are supposed to create whatever we want. It's whatever we want, but we have to somehow incorporate hay, corn stalks, hay, straw. And so somehow I got pain in that. Hey, paint, create, and journal with Cindy. How are you, Cindy? That's kind of what I do. You got it all going on like me. Love that. Hopefully you enjoy this. We're going to add a little more detail to our Friday when we were live. We put that log in there. We're going to add a little more detail to it and bring it out just a little bit more. And then we're going to move on to around it. I'm going to go ahead in that brown and black. I want this to be darker. And so we're going to go ahead and mark in this and create some bark. And that's all we're doing, guys. We're just creating just some bark in there. But if you're here, say hi. Tell me that you're here. That's so important to us. To know that you are here with us means the world. It really does. I'm just giving a little more indication of thank you for sprinkling me out. That is so important too. I'll have to give you a follow. So we got a little bit darker brown going here, and I'm just gonna kind of pull this apart a little bit more, do a little more separation here. With this darker, with that black in there. I wanna separate, give a little more depth here to my painting. We're gonna do that same thing up in this area too. Just that little bit of darker will make a big difference here. I'm just going to come in here at the very bottom. And then we're going to just come in a little bit around your log. If I follow you, I'll figure out who you are. I think I know who you are. But I definitely will be following you. But I think I know who you are. That's awesome, by the way. That is awesome. I'm excited. I am very excited for you. All right, we're going to put a little bit of detail in the center of our log, right? And so we're just going to kind of like, almost like hands of a clock or cutting of a pie, right? We're going to just first do like the little, because it's split. It's been laying in this, it's been laying here for a long time. We're going to start like that. We're just like making little, almost like a pie. It won't look like that when we're done, but we're going to start there. I just kind of want to, I don't want this to be even now. I don't want it to be like an even, like we cut a pie, right? But we're just starting there with some of the bigger cracks. Because it's got like this hole. We're going to put a little hole there. I don't know, maybe that's where the fairy lives, or maybe a little friend to our fairy, right? She lives there, or he lives there, or a little mouse, or a little, I don't know, whatever we want, right? We just don't want anything to be even. And so we don't want it to be even. And we want little lines. We want thicker lines. This probably won't give me as thin a line as I want. Who decided? I got to remember to adjust this light. Turn my eyeballs up. Now this is kind of like all of those years of growth, right? All those little rings that you see. That's what I'm putting in. So y'all tell me, did y'all do anything fun over the weekend? My church, we had our picnic, but unfortunately, it ended up being great. It ended up being a really good day, a really good time. Actually, I think more people were able to attend. Originally, it had been planned for being on the Blue Ridge Parkway because that's where I'm located. I'm in Virginia. Where I'm located is Charlottesville, Virginia, and it's like right at the foothills of the Blue Ridge. But y'all know the Blue Ridge Mountains got tore up, right? With Helene down, especially in North Carolina, down what, well, really south for Virginia too, and but North Carolina the most, right? And it's permanently closed. So not only is it closed in North Carolina, it's closed in Virginia too. So the whole parkway from beginning all the way through is closed. Some of the areas, it's so sad. I mean, it's sad for the people. It is most devastating for them, but like the whole parkway is in North Carolina completely destroyed. It's unfathomable. But look at our log coming in there. And so we weren't able to have it there. So, and unfortunately, because it was such late notice, there was nothing, no shelter, like park shelter available. And I guess it's not really late notice either, but those shelters, they book up months and months and months in advance. And so but tell you the truth, I never thought about them closing like here but I guess they've sent all their help, to help with the recovery efforts, and they don't have any staff for here. So it makes perfect sense when you really stop and think about it. But I hadn't really thought about it that hard. I mean, obviously, I thought about the devastation, but I hadn't thought about the effects, how it affected like here on the Blue Ridge. But anyway, but we had our picnic and it was at church. We were just outside on the parking lot. But it worked. It worked. We all sat around, we all ate, we all had a good time. And that's what's important, right? The fellowship. So it ended up being a great day. We might even finish this today, guys, if I hurry up. But then I don't know what to start for next week. I have nothing, or for tomorrow, I have nothing to even show to get any feedback on. So we might have to just add a little more detail to this. Just going to add a little brightness in here, right? It might be a little too bright. But we want to create like there's a hole. Like there's just a little hole where our friends' little critters live, right? The little critters of the forest live in that little hole right there. I made homemade chocolate pie. I did a homemade chocolate pie. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but my niece asked for a chocolate pie for her birthday. And her birthday was last week. And she'd asked for me to make a homemade chocolate pie, which was kind of like an odd request for her. But anyway, and so I said, okay, I'll make you a chocolate pie for your birthday. And mind you, that was not her gift. But anyway, she wanted it instead of cake. So I said, okay, I'll make that for you. She asked for chocolate pie for me and a lemon pie for my mom. I'm like, my niece, she's an avid exerciser. Like, always talking about cutting and, you know, the things, you know, she's not a bodybuilder, but she likes to look strong, have a six pack, you know, so she exercises right all the time and like does this thing she calls cutting so she can get those abs in there and all. And anyway, and then she's asking for this, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like cutting to me. And she just buzzed out laughing. But anyway, she a little thing. And she got abs and she got all the muscles, so she's good. She's very fortunate. She doesn't have the battle that I've had my whole life. And I am so happy that she doesn't. There you go. Oh, look. So yeah, it was yummy. It was yummy. All right, let's put some more little forest things in here. I think let's do some of this fun, like let's see if we can get some of that fun stuff. I wish I had a thought about it and gotten like a little sponge, but I'm gonna see what we can do with some, just a little bit. Maybe that's not quite big enough. Maybe I need a little bit bigger paper towel, and I'm gonna get it a little damp. And I want it to be like, remember how we did those stamping things with the nature stuff? I kind of want to do something like that, but I want it to be not so thick. I want to test it. Always test a new thing before you go to your piece, because you want to make sure it's giving you what you want before you go stamping it on or whatever you're doing onto the actual piece that you're working on. And so I just want to create kind of this mossy look. And I'm just using this bound up, balled up, whatever, paper towel to do it. It's not going to be very thick at first. I'm going to let it build. So it will be in places thicker. But this is like the old moss that grows on everything, right? We have a whole bunch of moss out here that just grows on everything. And this is just that mossy that just grows. And you can start out really light and then just keep adding to it. We're going to finish this piece. I need some suggestions for what to start, because tomorrow I will be faux, but we will be starting something new, clearly. I'm going to put a little bit of this up here. If you had a natural sponge, which I do have somewhere, I don't know where, that would actually be an awesome thing to use for this. If you had a natural sponge. But you can see how that's doing. Let me see if I have something else. So that made a nice little background. But then let's see if I use something like this, if I can get it even better. Put a little dark in there too. That'll just help call out little areas, and it'll look more like it's bushy because it gives a little bit of a depth. It's not all the same. I'm liking that. So y'all give me some ideas of what you would like to see me do. See how that gives a little bit more? I'm going to grab a little bit of light too. just because I want to add a little bit of that in also. Just a little bit though, not too much. If you get too much, just tap in a little bit of the green over top. Oh yes, I'm liking that. You're like, Oh, thank you, Kelly. Well, any suggestions you have for the next one to start, I'm all ears. Now, I really love these little things that are growing up on top of that. And I don't know that I have enough of that grass up there, but we might put a little more. We might just grab a little bit more and put a little more of our base in there. Yeah, y'all tell me what you want to see. I would love it. Just add a little more in there. And then we're going to come in and I'm going to add a little bit of these. Just like these little, like they're growing up. They're just sprouting up. I don't know what they are, if they're mushrooms or what they are. I have no idea. But I do kind of really love them. And I want them in here. So, how is everyone on this Monday? Tell me. I told you what I did for my weekend. Y'all tell me what you did. And hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had a good one. Okay. We got our little things going up there. Oh, that would be very cute. That would be very cute. Dee, I like your suggestion too. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. But I like that suggestion. Maybe that's something we'll do. But I like the little jack-o'-lantern. That's super simple. And I don't have to think about it too much. I don't have to put a whole lot of thought and get some like inspiration going because, you know, like that can come right out of my head. Oh no, I'm so sorry. All right, well, since we're going to go ahead and just finish this piece up, I'm going to just go for a minute longer and finish this piece up because we are so close to finishing this piece that I just want to go ahead and get this piece finished up. And so I'm sorry you were in a lot of pain. That sucks. That's no fun. I'm really sorry. So we got a few of those, and then I'm going to grab a little touch of red. Your weekend starts tonight. Have you painted an owl? We did. Didn't we do? Yeah, we did an owl. We did an owl. I think we did. Didn't we do an owl, guys? I don't know. I know I did an owl. Somewhere I did an owl. I think so. Let me look. Yeah, we did this guy. We did that guy. So we did that already. I was like, I thought we did. Y'all know my brain, y'all, doesn't work all the time. Like, it's got so much on it. I have to stop and think what I did do, which is pretty bad. When you're like, did I do that? It hasn't been that long ago either. Memory serves me right. It's just been a little bit. But so we did an owl. I'm going to go ahead and give this a little more highlight. Y'all know I like my highlights. So a little more of a highlight. Just coming in at certain areas. Not too much. Think about the area and think about like the lightness compared to other areas before you go popping it on there. But I just kind of want to call out a little bit of brightness in a couple of areas where the sun is like hitting it the most, right? And so you can hardly see those, but they're there. And then we're going to do a little with some black outlining. And this again is just going to call out our darkest areas, right? And so that's all we're looking for, is to call out our darkest areas. And just kind of do a little more in the separation. It also adds a little bit of whimsy. And I think mushrooms need a little bit of whimsy. And so I like a little bit. A little bit of whimsical. Okay. We could have added the water and all of that, but I don't think so. I don't think it's needed, guys. A child jumping in leaves. Good grief. You really want to do something. I have to research that one. That might be a future one. We'll have to think about it. But anyway, guys, we just finished this one, I think. And so I'm kind of in love with it. And I hope you are too. And so it's our little special place for a little fairy to live. Anyway, I think maybe we'll do that little kitten laying beside a pumpkin, and I'll start that for tomorrow, and then we can worry about what's next after that. Thank you, Dee. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you soon. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you at 4:45. I will be live. We will be doing something with corn stalks, hay, and straw. So I don't know what, but we will be figuring that out then. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much, Cindy. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday. Hope you can join me at 4:45 today, Eastern time, 3:45 Central time. Any other time zone, you got to figure that out. Anyway, I will see you later. Bye.